You're on the SWAT road after lunch. You know that sleepy time when the sun is soft, the car is warm, and everyone's just staring out the window. And then you see them. Tiny houses high up on the green slope, little lines of terraces, a shine of water somewhere. And the thought comes, almost like a joke, Yar, can we just walk up there for an hour?
Exactly. You look at those houses and think, what is life like up there, just above the noise of the road? And usually we just keep driving. We say, next trip, inshallah, and then next trip never really happens.
This time we didn't keep driving. This episode is that one small decision, turning off the main SWAT road for a gentle 1-hour hillside walk. No famous resort, no big viewpoint sign, just a real village on the slope and the calmest afternoon memory.
And if you're listening right now from a car in SWAT or planning a trip, stay with us. By the end, you'll know exactly how to do a simple SWAT hillside hour safely, respectfully, and without needing to be a hardcore hiker.
So picture this. We're rolling along the valley. River on one side, traffic humming, those tourist boats flying past. And on the opposite slope, there's a cluster of stone houses and terraces that keep catching our eye. Not too high, maybe a 15-20-minute climb. Abdullah looks at me and just says, Bus, yahan se nikal de.
I had been watching that one bright green terrace with a little silver water channel cutting across it. It looked so peaceful compared to the honking around us. So we agree, 1 hour, no big adventure, just a soft detour. That's important. This is not a mission. It's like stretching your legs, but in a village.
Now, choosing where to turn off, that's the first little art. We don't just slam the brakes beside some random track. We look for a clear, visible roadside shop, somewhere with people sitting, maybe a chai kettle, a good place to park where the car isn't blocking anyone.
We spot a small shop with a red Pepsi fridge and 2 plastic chairs outside. Perfect. We pull over, keep the car fully off the road, and before anything else, quick safety gut check. Is the area feeling normal? Kids around, women working in fields, men chatting, no tension in the air. All seemed relaxed, everyday village life.
I step out, stretch my legs, and walk up to the shopkeeper with a smile. In simple Urdu, something like, भाई, ऊपर गांव का रास्ता कहाँ से जाता है? 1 घंटा ऐसे ही चलना है. Just that. No complicated explanation. We are not asking for a private tour, just the public footpath to the upper village.
He smiles, points with his whole arm like only shopkeepers can, and tells us, इधर से ऊपर, दीवार के साथ-साथ सीधा, घरों के बीच से public रास्ता है. And that phrase, public rasta, that's your best friend. If someone literally calls it a public way, that's usually a good sign.
We grab one light day bag from the car. Water bottles, a couple of snacks, a thin shawl just in case the breeze turns cool, and our phones. No heavy camping gear. This is a soft afternoon, not a summit attempt.
Yeah, if you're taking more weight than you'd carry to a nearby park, you're probably overpacking for this kind of walk. Simple shoes with grip, that's the main thing. Slippers on dry dust, that's when people slip and blame the mountain.
So we start the first climb. The path is just a dirt track between low stone walls, maybe wide enough for 2 people side by side. It zigzags gently. Within 2 minutes, the noise of the main road already feels 1 level lower. You can still hear it, but muffled, like background music.
I always like to do a quick energy check here. We've got maybe 10-15 minutes of uphill. So I ask, Sab theek? Kisi ko sans ka masla to nahi? If someone is already breathing hard, we slow down immediately. This walk is flexible. You can stop anywhere with a view. There's no prize for pushing through.
And we follow one simple rule to know if the path is truly public. If it is clearly worn, going through, not into, houses or fields, and you can see other people using it to move from A to B, you're okay. The moment it starts to feel like you're walking into someone's personal courtyard or narrow private corner, that's when you pause.
Exactly. If there's a closed gate, a freshly planted terrace, or you suddenly feel like you're walking between someone's laundry and kitchen, turn back or ask. Better to lose 5 minutes than accidentally walk through someone's living room.
After that short climb, the slope eases off. We step onto the first terrace level. It's like reaching a balcony above the valley. Small fields spread out, soft earth patterned in squares, and to our right, this gentle sound. Water sliding through an irrigation channel. just constantly, like a quiet song.
That sound is magic. It's not a big waterfall, it's not dramatic. It's just this steady silver ribbon moving past stones and grass. You can hear little splashes where farmers have placed small rocks to direct the flow toward their fields.
Now, this is where we're extra careful about our presence. We stay on the hard-packed path at the edge of the terrace, never stepping into the planted area. If a farmer is working in one section, we choose the opposite side to stand and look at the valley. We are guests here, not in a viewpoint park.
Yeah, and it actually feels nicer that way. You stand a little to the side, lean on a stone wall, and just watch the valley below. You see your own parked car as a tiny dot, hear faint horns, and above that, birds, kids' voices somewhere, water. It's like listening to two worlds at once.
Speaking of kids' voices, as we walk along the terrace path toward the village edge, we start seeing school children coming down, balancing books in their hands, walking these narrow paths like it's nothing. They give curious looks, some shy smiles.
One little boy slows down next to us and just quietly asks, "Kahanse ayaho?" I love that moment. Not "why are you here?" just curious. We tell him our city, we ask about his school. Short, light chat, then we let him continue. No big interview.
We reach the village edge. Stone houses, wooden balconies, chickens wandering around, and tiny lanes branching off. Elders sitting on a low wall, sipping tea. This is where etiquette really matters. We greet everyone first. An assalamu alaikum is the best camera you have.
Sometimes people will actually invite you to sit. If you have time and the vibe feels comfortable, sure, sit for 5 minutes. But about photos, please just ask. A simple tasvir tike, and if anyone hesitates or says no, smile and move on. The memory is still there in your head.
We also skip any alleys that look like they dead end into someone's front door. If the path is narrowing between two walls and you can see a private space at the end, that's not for us. We stick to the through lanes where you can see them continuing down or across the slope.
After a few respectful hellos and some curious stares, we find our little treasure, a safe, open corner at the top edge of the village. One side is just open slope and rock, no crops, no house door. From there, we see everything, the road down in the valley, the river glinting, and far up valley, snow peaks catching the late light.
That's the moment we've actually come for. We sit on a flat rock, open the bag, share some nuts and biscuits. The sun is lowering, turning the snow a soft gold. The village sounds melt into one gentle background. A distant rooster, a child laughing, a metal bucket somewhere, the whisper of that water channel behind us.
And you know what's funny? It cost us nothing. No entry ticket, no jeep fee, no famous top point signboard. Just a small decision to climb for 15 minutes and sit among people who live this view every day.
We keep an eye on the time and the light. In the northern areas, it's easy to lose track when the air is cool and calm. Our rule is simple. Start going down while you still have clear daylight and before the main road's evening traffic builds up. For this walk, that meant leaving our rock maybe 30-40 minutes after we'd left the car.
On the descent, we take even smaller steps. Dry dirt can be slippery going down, even if it felt fine going up. We remind each other, heel first, then toes. Don't rush. If you have elders or kids with you, maybe one adult walks just ahead to offer a hand on the steeper bits.
As we drop back toward the terraces, the road sounds grow louder again. The kids we saw earlier are now playing near their houses, waving. The shop where we parked slowly comes into view, with a little puff of cooking smoke rising behind it. You suddenly realize you were never really far, just one level above.
We reach the car just as the first bigger buses start rumbling by, honking in that evening rhythm. Perfect timing. Shoes a bit dusty, hearts strangely lighter. It feels like we stole a calm hour from the day.
So, how do you repeat this for yourself? Here's our simple SWAT hillside hour formula. 1. Choose a visible roadside shop or small cluster with safe parking and everyday life going on. 2. Ask clearly for the public footpath to the upper village, not for someone's private land.
3. Carry a light day bag, water, a snack,
shawl or light layer, and a charged phone. Wear sturdy shoes with grip. 4. Walk slowly, stop often, and be ready to turn back the moment anyone feels tired or unsure on the path. This is a flexible, low-effort walk, not an exam.
And 5, respect is everything. Stay on obvious through paths. Avoid closed gates and planted terraces. Greet people, ask before photos, and skip any alley that looks like it ends inside someone's home. If in doubt, just ask a local or politely turn back. You'll still get beautiful views without crossing any unwanted lines.
If you want this all in your pocket, we've put together a tiny printable mini plan for a SWAT hillside hour. What to pack, simple Urdu phrases for asking directions and permission, and a one-page reminder of village etiquette.
You can find it on our website. Just visit the travel diary page for this episode, Terraces, Channels, and Snow Peaks, and download the mini plan before your trip. Print it, fold it, keep it in your day bag, and you're ready for your own gentle village detour.
Wherever you are listening from today, I hope next time you see those little houses on the hillside, you don't just say, maybe one day. Give yourself that one soft hour.
From the terraces above Swat, back down to the busy road. This is Sharjeel with Abdallah, signing off. Travel softly, travel respectfully, and we'll meet you in the next valley.